Hey guys, for my Module 9 video journal, I'm going to answer a client's question, which was, should I consume a post-workout shake if my goal is weight loss? And I think there are two important points to be addressed here. If my client's main goal is weight loss, what does he need to do in order to ensure that he's losing weight? And does a post-workout shake give him an advantage? So the work of Aragon et al. Defines diet as the sum of energy and nutrients obtained from foods and beverages consumed regularly by individuals. So his main concern is weight loss. So diets focus primarily on fat mass loss, not simply just water weight, operate under the fundamental mechanism of a sustained caloric deficit, meaning in order for him to lose weight, there are two things that we need to take into account for energy balance. There's calories in and then there's calories out. For a sustained caloric deficit, for him to focus on fat mass loss, we need to make sure that he is eating fewer calories than those that are being burnt, right? Because if there's less coming in and there's more being burnt, we're going to assume that the energy being used for this is going to come from internal sources. In this case, ideally, we'd want that to come from fat mass sources. So his stored form of energy, fat on his body, we want that to be the fuel for the activities that he's doing. So since he's continuing to burn calories, that's where we want it to come from. So there should be expected amounts of how much fat he should lose if he's doing the right thing. So the work of Garth et al. Speculate that between 0.7 and 1.4% of total body weight are expected amounts of weight loss. That was also supported by Helms et al., which suggests that between 0.5 and 1% of total body weight weekly are expected amounts of weight loss. So as long as my client is maintaining a hypocaloric state, fewer calories coming in compared to those going out, he's going to lose weight. But is there a possibility that this post-workout shake could provide an opportunity? And I do believe it provides an opportunity. So one of the greatest things, there's a lot of there are few researchers who have made reference to an anabolic window of opportunity, where there's like a limited time exists after training to optimize training-related muscular adaptations. And the primary goal, the research of Aragon et al., shows that the primary goal of traditional post-workout nutrient timing recommendations is to replenish glycogen stores. So our fuel sources. In the analogy of a car, glycogen is going to be our gasoline. So the fuel we use to move our car along, our glycogen storage in our body, this post-workout shake is a great opportunity to replenish these activities. And that's important because glycogen is considered essential to optimal resistance training performance. For my client, this is the primary form of his workout or his weight loss activities is traditional resistance training. So as much as 80% of ATP production, ATP being like our universal energy inside of our bodies, production is derived from glycolysis. So for our body to create energy, or in particular for resistance training, that stored form of gasoline inside of our bodies is driving most of his workout. So this post-workout shake provides a great opportunity for him to replenish the amount of energy that he needs to drive the activity, primarily weight training, to continue his weight loss goals. So this post-workout shake, he uses it. It can be a great opportunity to replenish or make sure that the fuel sources that he uses are back inside of his body, ready for the next workout, provided we stay within this idea of a hypocaloric state. Another great benefit of a post-workout shake is a reduction in how much muscle mass we lose. He is primarily concerned with fat mass loss, but even more importantly, not only is he concerned with how much fat he's losing, he wants to hold on to whatever muscle he has. So the attenuation of muscle protein breakdown is one of the benefits of a post-workout shake. And according to Aragon et al., this is primarily achieved by spiking insulin levels as opposed to increasing amino acid availability. So a post-workout shake that has protein and a carbohydrate source inside of it can help attenuate how much muscle breakdown occurs. In particular, for the individual, and this is kind of in the case of my client, he likes to work out first thing in the morning. He doesn't necessarily have time to eat food. In a fasted state, muscle protein breakdown is significantly heightened. So this post-workout shake can help cut down on how much of the muscle that he's worked so hard to get he'll lose as a result of his training. Now, higher protein intakes between 2.3 to 3.1 grams per kilogram of fat-free mass may be required to maximize muscle retention in lean, resistance-trained individuals. He would fall into that category, but consuming that much protein may be an issue. So this protein shake, which would provide high-quality sources of protein, gives him an opportunity to make sure that he's meeting these demands without necessarily forcing him to eat it from, say, sources like chicken breast or things that he may not have time or desire to eat. So this provides another opportunity where amounts of protein that he would need to take in to stop muscle breakdown. This is a great way for him to achieve that. And the long-term success, another advantage of this post-workout shake, the long-term success of the diet depends on effectively on how much we can mitigate factors of homeostatic drive, which are suppressed due to dieting. So over long periods of time, hypocaloric states will start to see a reduction in how much energy we're burning. So in order for us to keep that hypocaloric state, we want to make sure that our energy levels aren't starting to drop as a result of the diet. And hypocaloric conditions for fat loss have resulted in what we call adaptive thermogenesis. And that's a reduction of anywhere between 10 to 15% below how much energy we normally use. So one of the great things behind this shake or this post-workout shake is bringing in higher amounts of high quality protein can make sure that we maintain a certain amount or our energy burning stays at a much more efficient level. So the majority of existing research show that adapted thermogenesis it has involved diets that combine aggressive caloric restriction with low protein intakes. So this post-workout shake can provide a great opportunity to ensure not only he's in a hypocaloric state, replenish muscle glycogen, reduce how much lean muscle mass he loses as a result of dieting, and then also how much energy levels or energy expenditure drops as a result of this diet. So for my client, number one priority is making sure that he is in a hypocaloric state. This hypocaloric state will ensure that he is losing weight from correct sources. And as a result of him losing weight, this supplementing protein via post-workout shake can make sure that, a post-workout shake that combines protein and carbohydrates will ensure that the next time he goes for a workout, he's replenished his workout storage or his fuel sources. It'll reduce how much protein, how much muscle is broken down, and then also make sure that his body continues to operate at a certain level to ensure a hypocaloric state. Okay? Guys, thank you very much. My name is Eddie Bayardell.